I watched all the John Wick movies, and I noticed he never carried a tactical pocket flashlight. But if he did, it would probably be this bad boy right here. With a max brightness setting of 6500 lumens, take it from a licensed electrician. That is a lot of light power coming out of a package just this small. And on top of that, it has a throw distance of 437 yards. That's over 1,300 feet, guys. What's up? I'm Randy. Welcome back to the channel. We're back with another product review. Today we're going to take a look at the Nitecore EDC29. And spoiler alert, I've been carrying this thing for the last couple of weeks now, and it is very comfortable. This slim, sleek, modern design fits in your pocket with no problems. It's a lot more comfortable than my other EDC flashlight that I was using. It got replaced. Anyway, if you like what you see, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you want to further support the channel, I have a link to my Patreon in the link below, as well as in the description of my homepage. And if you like what you see in the review and want to pick one of these up, I'm also going to have the link to this in the description of this video, so you can head on over there and pick yourself up one of these. Anyway, let's get into the unboxing. Then we're going to get into some specs. I'm going to take you outside and show you how it performs, and then we're going to come back for final thoughts. So if there's something that you want to see in particular, feel free to jump ahead. Now, let's get into the video. Alright, so this is the box that it comes in, all blacked out box. It's cool looking, sleek, nice illustration here. On the sides, in the back, it shows you the buttons and the function and everything like that. On the side right here, it gives you some more information. The max output is 6500 lumens, max distance is 400 meters. It has 40,230 candela, impact rate resistant at 1 full meter, an IP54 rating. That means if you're caught out in the rain, you'll be fine. But you can't submerge this thing. Don't go deep sea diving or anything like that. Okay, let's just open this bad boy up. Like I said, this is a very cool looking box. I like the way they package this thing. The presentation, if you guys know me, I'm big on presentation, man. And this thing is pretty damn cool. All right. What? Where's the light? Oh, gotcha. Anyway, remember I told you I was carrying this bad boy for a week, so I took out the light already. I've been having that for a little while. And you got your normal stuff here. All right, this is the little plastic cradle that it comes in. Let's set that off. You have, this is your warranty, so fill that out and send it in. Right here, you have your user's manual that shows you just about everything you want or need in just about every language possible. That's pretty handy. But we're not going to need that because I'm going to give you the rundown on everything that you need to know. Like, mind you, I'm not a flashlight nerd or anything like that, so I don't have everything or know all the terminologies or anything like that. But I'm an EDC guy, and I'm going to give you what you need to know. Inside of that, you also have your USB-C charging cord, which is a cool little Velcro wrap that says Nitecore on it. You have this cool little lanyard right here with a carabiner on the end of it that wraps in the back of the flashlight. Back here. All right, so if you want to attach this back there and use that, then that could be handy. Let's get this stuff out of the way. All right, so here we go. This is the light itself. I've been rocking this light for about 2 to 3 weeks. I really like the design. It's a low profile but high performance flashlight. You can feel its high quality build, fit, and finish. The sleek, low-profile, compact, flat design makes it more comfortable in your pocket as an EDC setup, in opposed to those cylinder, circular flashlights. This one, that flat design just fits in your pocket so much better and so much more comfortable. I mean, but then again, if you're carrying around all day in your waistband, you won't even notice this. Let's go over the specs. It has a length of 5.26 inches, a width of 1.36 inches, a thickness of 0.76, It weighs 5.64 ounces. It has a built-in rechargeable 2500 milliamp hour battery, and there's 7 modes total. You've got 4 brightness settings. That's preset. You have a 3000 lumen spotlight search mode. You have a 6500 lumen shield floodlight, and there's also a strobe mode. Now, looking at the outside of this thing, you could see the ergonomics on this thing. The texturing is really tactical and cool. It has good grip features all over. So if you're to grip it this way, grip it this way, grab it that way, like this, whatever, wherever you put your hand as a good grip, you're not going to lose control of this thing. It's not going to slip out. It has good ergonomics on it. And you only have 2 buttons. You have one lockout button right here that's like a toggle switch, but you really only have 2 buttons right here. But those 2 buttons does so much. There's so much features and functions on this thing that is just controlled by these 2 buttons right there. That's it. On the side here, you have this rubber protection guard, but once you open that up, you have your USB-C charging port. That's this right here, but come on, it's 2025, everybody have this, but it's nice that they sent it in there anyway. All right, so now we're gonna get into the functions, the features, the settings, the different presets. If you have a high sensitivity to light, now is your chance to look back. And matter of fact, this light probably is not right for you because it gets pretty bright, let me tell you now. So you've been warned. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into what it does. Now, you have 2 buttons up here. On the side here, this is just a lockout button. When it's on top, when it slides to the top, it's a lockout mode. And you'll see that right now, it says full lockout. Now, in the top here is your 2 key component buttons right here. This one is your power button, and this one right here is what they call your customizable button. But this right here, let's slide this down to engage. Now it's unlocked. This button right here, your customizable button, this gives you quick access to your 3000 lumens as well as your 6500 lumens. All right, so your spotlight, you half press it, and then your 6500 floodlight, you fully press it like that. All right, and then you're going to see this is going to time down all the way until it runs out, and then the backup kicks in, and that's it. Now you're going to see it's recharging itself. That's just a safety mechanism, and this bad boy right here gets really hot, and that's why it does that. This is a cooldown period. It's recharging itself, but that's just a timer letting you know, hey, I need to cool off because I'm getting too hot. And this right here gets really hot. So once again, half press. That's the search mode, and it times down. It goes on cooldown for 10 seconds. And that's that. Now it's going to recharge itself. After it recharges itself, then you could activate it again. You could switch to the searchlight or the floodlight, whichever one you prefer. And that's with this customizable button right here. On the left side, your power button, that takes you into your 4 presets. All right, right now it has 4, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4 at super low, low, medium, and then high. So right now it shows you level 1. And what's really cool with this is it gives you the runtime and the level. So you half press it or full press it, that's level 1 right there. It shows you level 1, you have 61 hours remaining like this. Okay, shut it off. Now you could go through your presets without even turning this on. That's what's pretty cool with it. You half press it and it shows you level 1, level 2 at 100 lumens, level 3 at 400 lumens, or level 4 at 1200 lumens, which is plenty bright, let me tell you. So you turn that on, it's at level 4 because that's where I just left it at. Now, if you want a preset to go to, let's say level 1, let's say level 2, it has a memory and it stores that. So then right now it's locked in for level 2. So when I turn it on, it comes on at level 2. And that's pretty damn handy. Now with it on, you could cycle through and go into whichever preset that you want. Let's say you're at level 1 and it came on, but you realize, hey, this is not enough. Let me hit level 2. Let me hit level 3. Let me hit level 4, or go back. And that's pretty good, because if you're in the woods and you're reading a map, or I don't know, you're out camping and you're with your significant other or your kids or whatever, and they're sleeping, but you wanted to, I don't know, read up a manual or something, you just go into that. You see level 1. All right, that's the level I want. But let's just say, hey, listen, this is not bright enough. Let me go to level 2. Good. Okay. Or shut it off. So that's what that does. And that's pretty damn cool if you ask me. Now, let's go over this right now. I'm going to pop this up on the screen, and let's just go over the run times. Now, starting at the ultra low, that's 15 lumens, you have a runtime of 61 hours. On low, 100 lumens, you have a runtime of 13 hours. Mid, 400 lumens, you have a runtime of 3 hours. High, the 1200 lumens, which I recommend, and that's what I carry my preset on, is going to be 2 hours, which is pretty good for a small flashlight like this. The surge, spotlight, lumen shield, the floodlight, all that is 10 seconds, because you need the time for it to cool down and regenerate itself without burning out that lens. Now let's talk about this lockout. Right now with the lockout up, remember, that's locked out, so it's off. You press a button, it says full lock number 2. Remember, I was telling you there's 2 different lockouts. There's lockout number 2, which is a full lock, nothing happens. And then there's a half lock. The half lock, now with this to lock it out, it's very simple, up and down. To go into half lock, first you put it on, you press the 2 buttons, and you slide up. Now it's in half lock. What does that mean? Is nothing happens when you do the power button, but you still have access to that. You could have the search mode or the flood mode, whichever one you prefer, and it's still accessible when in half lockout. To shut that off, you just push it down, push it back on, turn it on, and now it's working as before. You just voided the lockout, half lockout. So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is turn it on, enter, and now it's in semi-lock again. So means nothing happened here, but you still have access to search and flood. See? Half, full. And there you go. Again, to reset that, you just turn it off, and then you're good to go. You're back to your normal settings. So let's say I want to go back to my settings, which is 400. I like to leave it on a 400. Now it's preset at 400. Every time I press this, turn on, it's at 400. Then it goes and tell me I have 2 hours and 36 minutes remaining. So I could leave this bad boy on for the next 2 hours and 36 minutes without worrying about anything. So it is getting pretty hot from all that testing, man. Now this is the front of it. You have your 2 diodes in the middle that gives you that searchlight. But if you want that floodlight, the 6,500 lumens, everything comes on, and that's what really brightens it up. This really brightens up everything. And listen, man, this thing is getting really hot, and you could use that as a defense weapon as well. If you keep this like that and somebody's coming at you, now warning, there's going to be a bright light right about now. Look at that. If someone is coming at you and you press that in their eyes, they're blinded. It gives you a few seconds, and sometimes that's all you need. Another thing, if someone has you up in a corner or you're backed up or whatever the case is, you turn this bad boy on for a little while. This thing gets so hot, you could press it against their skin, and that's really going to hurt. Oh yeah, that's definitely going to hurt. This thing is hot already, but I like that safety feature where it won't overwork itself or burn through the lens or destroy anything internally. So that's pretty good. Now we went through all the buttons and the features and how it works. You're probably asking yourself, where's the strobe? Well, you remember our little customizable action button over here? Well, you half press it, it's 3,000 lumens. You full press it, it's 6,500 lumens, right? Now, when you full press it and you hit your power button, it turns into strobe. Press, power. Just like that. Now, when you fully press, instead of having that 6,500 lumens, you're going to have strobe. To deactivate that and put it back into the floodlight, press it, power button. And vice versa. If you ever need strobe, press, hold, and just like that. Don't need that anymore, just like that. So it's as simple as that. I keep mine in the flood mode. I don't really use strobe like that, but if you need it, now you know how to activate it. Enough of me rambling on. Let's head on outside so I can give you a live demonstration out in the darkness. All right, guys, so we're in the backyard. It's now 10 p.m. It's totally pitch black, as you can see. We got a little light over there from my pool area, but we're not going to concern ourselves with that. We got a little light over there from my neighbor, but we're not going to worry about that. We're going to worry about back here. Now, I got a hammock over there. I got a tree house with a swing set over there. I got a trampoline over there that we can't see. So now we're going to test this bad boy out, starting with the lowest power, level 1. All right, that's level 1 right there. All right, not bad. We could see that trampoline in the distance. We could see the little tree house over there. You can see the hammock and the tree lines right there. Let's take it up to level 2. Okay, level 2. Level 2 is quite better. Level 2 is quite better. This is, I think this was 200 lumens. My shed, everything is lit up. Let's go to level 3. All right, level 3. Level 3 is pretty damn good. Level 3 is what you would want to be at, not 1 or 2 if you're doing any surveillance out here at night. But let's go to level 4. All right, level 4 is pretty good too. Even better, as it should be. Tree house. We can see the trampoline. Everything is nice and clear. The hammock is back there. All right, let's shut this off. And let's go to 3000 lumens. Half press. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. All right. Now it's recharging itself. It's recharging itself. Now let's hit it with the full blast. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now it's gotta recharge itself. And I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. It takes, once your battery is completely dead, it only takes an hour and 15 minutes to come back to full charge, which is just pretty damn good. But here we are. And this is on level 4. Level 4. And I got an hour and 58 minutes of this if I had to. If I was out here, I could rock this thing out for 2 hours. Let's head it on back inside for final thoughts. So there you have it. We went over the unboxing, we went over all the specs, we went outside and gave you a demonstration. And I think I've answered all your questions. If I didn't, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I always answer every comment, so I'll definitely get back to you. As of me, this bad boy, I am highly impressed with it, and it did in fact replace my EDC flashlight that I've been carrying for almost 2 years. This is just designed different, man. This thing was designed and built different, and I couldn't be happier with it. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me below. I also have that link in the description box if you want to pick one up, and let me know, what are your thoughts on this bad boy? Do you see yourself carrying something like this? Let me know. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. Y'all stay blessed, stay safe, or be dangerous.